Annie Sprinkle, and welcome to the Salty Sprinkle. Today, I'm going to be making my stuffed mushrooms recipe. It's a very simple recipe that I came up with myself that takes just 4 ingredients, and it's a great appetizer or even dinner. So it's like I said, it's quick and easy, and so I wanted to share it with you. So my 4 ingredients that I use for my stuffed mushrooms are a 24-ounce package of baby portobellos, spinach and artichoke dip, shredded cheese, and bacon crumbles. So I get the spinach and artichoke dip. I usually get it at Sam's. You can find this stuff at Costco, a big tub of it. Or if you're just at your regular grocery store, you can find it at your grocery store too. These 24-ounce packages of mushrooms. Again, I found this at Costco. You can find them at Sam's as well. Or if you're at the grocery store, there are 16-ounce containers. Just, you can make more or less depending on what you have available. So what I'm going to do what I did first was I rinsed off all of my mushrooms. And then what I did, I took the stem out like this. Just kind of pops out. There you go. And then I took out all this little white stuff out of the mushroom. So I'm going to take that all out because then it makes it so you can get more filling inside your mushroom. So as you can see, I've already gone through and done all of these. And when I started this, I preheated my oven to 400 degrees. You'll want to do that right as you get started with your rinsing your mushrooms and at the very beginning, because it can usually take a little bit for your oven to get warmed up that high. And as you can see, I'm putting my mushrooms on a foil-lined half-sheet pan. So I choose to line it with foil because it just makes cleanup a lot easier in the end, because what happens when these mushrooms bake, they release a lot of liquid. So just to make cleanup easier, I line my pan with foil. You don't have to, but I like to do it. Okay, so we're done cleaning out all the mushrooms. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll take 2 cups of spinach and artichoke dip, and I put it in my bowl. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my bacon crumbles. And these aren't bacon bits. These are actual, this is like cooked bacon crumbles. You can find these at Sam's or Costco as well in a big bag. You can find them at the grocery store too. They just come in smaller bags. If you don't like these or you have bacon at home already, what the equivalent to a 1/4 cup of these bacon crumbles, so you take a 1/4 cup, just dump it in there. A 1/4 cup of bacon crumbles would be about 8 to 10 slices of cooked bacon all chopped up. And so you can do that. Just make sure the pieces are pretty small when you chop it up, and you'll just want to add it to your spinach and artichoke dip. So now all I'm going to do is just blend that in. You may feel like that's not very much bacon for that much dip. I'll just tell you, bacon adds a lot of flavor. So, if you feel like you want more bacon, you can put a little more in. But I would recommend that you start with that amount, because I've done more bacon myself, and it just gets really bacony. So, I love bacon, but I would recommend starting with a smaller amount. So, now all I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take a little bit of dip and just stick it in my mushrooms. So the thing with mushrooms is when you buy a container of mushrooms, you never know if you're going to get a bunch of big ones or a bunch of small ones. So this container had a bunch of big ones. So when you have big ones, it's kind of funny because a lot of times it uses less dip. So I usually I like to get the big container of spinach and artichoke dip, just because if I need to make a little bit more or a little bit less, I can do that. But if you only got a 16-ounce container at your grocery store, or you don't have a Sam's or Costco membership, That's fine. Just fill as many mushrooms as you can. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be filling these up here. So I'm just finishing these up. As you can see, I have quite a bit. I've got a little bit of dip left here, and I'm almost done stuffing my mushrooms. If you have smaller mushrooms, it typically takes more dip, but in this box I had a lot of big mushrooms, so that's all right. What I'll do, I'll just save this dip for later and just heat it up and eat it with tortilla chips. It's all good. You can work through it. So all the mushrooms are all spaced out. We got social distancing going on our tray, just so everybody has room to breathe and just not interfere with each other. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my shredded cheese. I'm using 4 cheese, Mexican cheese today, because that's what I have. You can use like Parmesan, grated Parmesan cheese or shredded Parmesan cheese. That's really good. I like this a lot too. I mean, whatever you have in your fridge, again, just use what you've got or what you really like. What goes well with your dip? Because I am using spinach or an artichoke dip for these, but you can change up the kind of dip you put in your mushrooms as well. Spinach and artichoke, you can just get a big tub of it at the store, which I like, but definitely feel like you can experiment. The mushroom is the vehicle. And some of you watching this may think, ugh, mushrooms are gross, But portobello mushrooms, I would just encourage you to give them a try because they're a little bit meatier. They're meatier than your typical white mushroom, and they really have a nice, they have a good mouthfeel when you eat them. So it's a little bit more substantial. So give it a shot. All right, so just put enough on there to give everybody a little cover and a little color. Okay. So everybody's got cheese on top. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these in my preheated oven. It's preheated to 400 degrees, and we're going to bake these for 20 minutes. So we'll be back in a bit. All right, so mushrooms are done. Oh, just taking them out of the oven. Got them out of the oven. There you go. See there's a little bit of liquid going on. All the cheese is melted and everything is all puffy, yummy looking. So what I'm going to do now, take one of these guys. Get on the plate. Usually you want to let them sit for about 5 minutes or so just to settle down. Cheese. Got the creaminess of the spinach and artichoke dip, and a little bit of smokiness from the bacon, and the cheese, and the meatiness from the mushroom. It's a great bite. It's a simple bite, and it's a great bite that you can do in your kitchen. Thanks for joining us at the Salty Sprinkle today, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, I'm Danny Sprinkle, and welcome to the I can't talk. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed sorry. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Or no,